As we do every meeting, members of the public who register or attend our open meetings have the opportunity to request a chance to speak for up to 3 minutes. And we have a limit of 10 speakers per meeting. We've not yet hit that limit. We are hoping that we hit that limit at some point. We fortunately have several members of the public here today, again, 3 of whom have registered to speak. Ann Noonan, Carolyn Pasuti, and Alan Heil. Let's start with Ann. Ann, why don't you come up to the table, introduce yourself, and address the board, and thank you again for being here today.
Thank you. My name is Ann Noonan. I'm the Executive Director for the Committee for U.S. International Broadcasting. CUSIB would like to welcome the 3 new BBG governors, Ambassador Karen Kornbluh, Mr. Michael Kempner, and Dr. Leah Aron, and extend to them any assistance our organization might be able to provide. We wish the very best to Governor Michael Meehan as he departs the BBG. He will be missed. CUSIB remains concerned about the plight of the employees of the Office of Cuba Broadcasting who were illegally fired 5 years ago. The part of the arbitrator's mandate for the workers to be reinstated has still been ignored by the BBG. It is rumored that OCB intends to put these talented journalists and workers on administrative leave. They have only received part of the compensation that is due to them. In regard to the case of Mr. Luis Guardia, he has been completely left out. On the November 21st, AFGE Local 1812 filed the appropriate motion on his behalf, and we still wait. The BBG has torn apart the lives of these federal government employees, and we were assured in June that this would be resolved by August. It's December. Now, when so much will be changing in regard to U.S.-Cuba relations, with President Obama's restoration of diplomatic ties, how much more timely could it be than now to bring back these seasoned journalists? CUSIB remains concerned that the BBG has not yet settled its overseas discrimination lawsuits brought against Radio Free Europe, Radio Liberty, by its former employees in Prague, an Armenian citizen, Anna Karapetian, and a Croatian national, Cezana Pelivan. Will these cases ever get resolved, and what role can CUSIB play to help? CUSIB will be filing a FOIA request to the Voice of America, seeking all and any electronic video and audio copies and any emails that VOA Director David Enzor might have sent and or received about the very disturbing presentation he made to ridicule the efforts of former BBG Governor Ambassador Victor Ashe, former BBG employees, as well as a Jehovah's Witness publication. It is unconscionable for any federal employee to demonstrate religious intolerance in a punchline and expect his underlings to enjoy the jab. A holiday party is no excuse. There are tasteful ways of making fun, usually at oneself if you are a VOA director, and this was not one of those times. It is extraordinary for the director of a U.S. taxpayer-funded broadcaster to mock an independent U.S. media outlet and independent U.S. journalists. It's so ugly for anyone who stands for freedom to mock American public input and public opinion. Ted Lippian works very hard as an American to help improve an agency that, even according to the Wall Street Journal, has degraded. Ted is hardly an egotist. He is more than generous with his time and effort to help promote human rights and workers' rights. How many people at this table have privately emailed, phoned, and met with Ted Lippian for hours and hours of free advice? His knowledge on BBG matters is invaluable, and you all know it. I'd like to try to leave on a high note and say how much CUSIB appreciates the efforts of Radio Free Asia Cantonese Services for their exclusive interview about Chen Qitang. We will continue to advocate for more funding for surrogate broadcasting. CUSIB hopes 2015 will bring more order and progress to the BBG. We look forward to Andy Lack beginning his position here. Thank you.